Hey, friends, welcome to Discovering the Lutheran Faith. We're on session 3, the Apostles' Creed, part 1. And today we're going to be looking at question number 6: How did God make the world? Now, when we think about the Apostles' Creed, it begins with this opening beautiful line: I believe in God the Father Almighty, who is both the maker and heaven of the earth. Our Bible, if you open it up, it starts with this confession of faith that in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. And so in Genesis 1 and in Genesis 2, you see how God, through his spoken word, brings creation into existence. You have the 7 days of creation where God creates the heavens and the skies and the planets and the vegetation and the stars and the moon and the sea creatures and every living creature, including humans. And then on the 7th day, he rested. And so in Genesis chapter 1, our Bible begins with these beautiful words. In the beginning, right, God created the heavens and the earth. And what that means for us as Christians is this. We believe that God spoke all of creation into existence. The technical term for this is creation ex nihilo, which means that God, simply by speaking, has this ability to bring things into existence. So he says, let there be light, and there was light. Let there be waters over the earth, and there were waters over the earth. Let there be creatures, filling the oceans, and there were creatures filling the oceans. Genesis 1:3 puts it this way. And God said, and that's the spoken word, let there be light, and there was light. You find in similar statements appear in verses 6 and 9, 11 and 14, 20 and 24, again and again. And God said, and whatever he said happens, it takes place. God ordered things to be, and they began to exist. Now, throughout the scriptures, we will see again and again a beautiful affirmation, right, of this creator God, the God who made all things. For example, in Exodus chapter 20, verse 11, it says, in the 6 days, the Lord made the heavens and the earth and the sea and all that is in them. In Psalm 33, it says, by the word of the Lord were the heavens made. He spoke, and it came to be. He commanded, and it stood firm. Psalm 124, verse 8 says, our help is in the name of the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. And then in Colossians, we hear, by him all things were created, both things in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible. Now, in the next session, we're going to talk about how God did this and what's required in order to believe God did this. But we want to start with this beautiful just affirmation that runs throughout all the scriptures, that God is the one who created all things. God created heaven and earth, this beautiful place in which we live. And he created everything that is visible, that we can see with our own eyes. But he also created the invisible world, which we'll talk about a little bit later. God is the creator of all things.